Welcome to the M1 Podcast. Enjoy.
I'm going to the top like Gunnar. I swear this winter's hot like summer. Call up Jelani, it's doing up Jumma. I'm more than blood, but he's still my brother.
All I'm saying is you can't just say that, oh, nah, the parents is fine. Because people allow these parents too much, and it's like, why?
Obviously, yeah, no,
you can't just
the
allow
parents
them
have a
every
part
time.
to play.
Because some people just have kids for the sake of having kids. And if you know your kids doing madness and you're wondering why, it's because you didn't raise them properly.
Listen, a lot of times parents don't raise the kids. That's facts, yeah. But a lot of times as well, parents aren't available to raise the kids.
You were not ready to have a child.
No, but like
you were not ready to have a child.
Some parents work a lot. Like right now, my mom works a lot in it. I am at home with my brother more than anybody.
Man, you're 21.
No,
22.
I'm 22. Thank you. No, yeah, now
don't need your mom.
The fact is, my mom's been working for a long time. Before I was 16, before I was 15, and so now if my brother goes and does madness, some will be like, oh well, his mom's not home to take him. That's why. No, mom. The time she spent at home, we were raised to know better than that. If he goes and does a madness,
shouldn't do the madness.
Listen, okay, check this. There's things that my brother's done that I've never done.
All right.
And I would never condone it because he shouldn't do it. My mum's not raised to do that, but because he hung around with the wrong friends, he did that.
He was just raised in a different place.
No, he was raised. Do you know what?
You and your brother had the same upbringing.
I would go as far as to say that he had a better childhood than I did. He got raised better than I did.
How?
Because
because he's raised in this country?
No, not that. No. He was raised with. Firstly, my mom had me already first. As in, like I was the first. I was the tryout kid. Anything that didn't work on me, I told them this didn't work. This wasn't good. So don't do that to him. Everything that didn't work on me, he got. You can ask him. He had the best childhood out of us two because he got things. Everything was trial and tested on me, and he got it good. So he had no reason to do nonsense. But he still did because he hung around. Because he hung around the wrong people. It wasn't anything else.
Why did
he hung around the wrong people?
He ended up hanging around with the wrong people, but you didn't?
Huh?
How come he ended up hanging around the wrong people, but you didn't?
I'll be honest, I wasn't as popular in like year 7 and that. If I was popular, I'd probably do that. I didn't get popular until year 10, genuinely. So popular. That's fine. No. Man them knowing it. MCMA, man them know me. You know what I'm saying? You know who I am. Come on. Cool. But fact is, because like he went to a school where people liked him. Like he had friends and stuff. And a lot of them were just.
He wasn't ugly like you.
Oh no, he wasn't. That one. He's always been clapped. No offense, but yeah. But I think the parents have a part to play. But a lot of times, the people who are doing the madness. They're doing it because they are troublesome. They are problematic.
No, you've raised.
The parents can't control the kid.
You know what it is. You know what it is. I'll tell you because I know. Like I said before, I know people's parents in it, and some man's parents, they're not bad, but they're just very lenient. And because of that leniency, I'm not saying you have to be strict. Like being strict is that's not it. It's about having that like understanding with your child, so then they can actually reason with you. Instead of you telling your child, don't do this, your child would already know. I probably shouldn't do that.
Shouldn't do because
that's understandable. But some parents are just like, all right, yeah, go and do it.
But some people you can't reason with some people. So now what?
Your child. What do you mean you can't reason with your child?
No.
Go back inside. What do you mean? Can't reason my child.
Just because you're my child doesn't mean
get out here, man. Get out. You're my child.
It's like races. You can't reason with certain races. You can't reason with them because they're so far gone ignorant.
Big adults. That's why.
No. Even when they're young, you can't reason with them because they're so like they want to do their own thing. They feel like they're not better. Adults. Especially in the Western world where kids. I hate how much power we've given children to make them think that they're on level. I see TikToks all the time of, you're not bigger than your child. You're on the same level. It's about making them feel like, no. Wait, how dare you? No, I'm bigger than you. What do you mean we're on the same level?
That's what I'm trying to say.
People give children too much power to feel like they can do whatever they want. No. You have free will, of course. But you have to understand, I am teaching you the right things to do. Kids feel like they know what to do too much nowadays. I know. That's the issue. So even if the parent says, don't do this, you do it because you think you know better.
The kids, I think they know they can do too much. The reason why they think that is because of the parents.
No.
It is.
It's because of the parents. No, it's because of society tells them they can do their own thing. Society tells them, listen, the parents are old-fashioned. What do they know? We can do it better than them.
No one's... when they go home, their parents telling them, oi, come here. They're not all of this stuff you're learning outside. Yeah. Don't bring that inside this house. Yeah. That's what the parents are, the proper parents.
But they will still do it because they feel, I'll be honest, nowadays people spend more time away from their parents than with their parents. Even when they're with their parents, they're on their phones, they're on socials.
Yeah, no, you don't have to.
They're more impacted by socials and friends than their parents. Yeah. So you can't blame the parents as much anymore. Yeah, a couple of years ago, maybe you could have. Now there's too many factors.
I'm not saying you blame them entirely. I'm saying there has to be a point where you say, this one is because of your mum.
Nah.
It is, or your dad, or whoever's at home.
The one thing I'll blame more than anything is social media. Twitter, yeah, it's so crazy. You can get. I've been sucked in before to believe Twitter opinions, man. You'd be like, yeah, and be like, no, that's stupid. But they can deceive you. Do you know what? Because Twitter people, yeah, they're so good. They're funny.
Why do you think it's stupid?
No, what do you mean stupid?
Why do you think? Oh no, that's actually stupid.
Because I know, because I've thought about it a bit more. By my own, not because of how I was raised. I've thought about it better. Fact is, when you're young, yeah, and because when you're like 13, you're now forming an opinion. You're impressionable. Anything can make you think a certain way. If you catch around, if you're on the wrong thing at the wrong time, you're screwed. And obviously, I'm older, so when I see things and I'm like, oh yeah, I agree. I'm like, because Twitter people, they can write it nicely, make you think, yeah, they're making sense. Makes you like, oh yeah. But you clock, it's nonsense, it's waffle. More time is waffle.
It's not saying about the advice. Like when people, you see all this Twitter advice about relationships, you think, oh, that might actually be true. And you think,
no.
Actually, in a real life situation,
that's not going to work.
Never work.
Exactly. And that's the thing. So people don't understand it. So it can also interfere with like young ones and that. They will listen to that kind of stuff because they're impressionable. And they think, also, when you're young, you look to your friends' elders, like elders as in like friends, not your parents. You think what your elders say are cool. Your parents are like, this trying. Yeah. You feel like your parents are against you when you're young more time. Like you feel like they don't want you to have fun. They want to limit your fun.
That's the kids that don't have that relationship with their parents.
No,
bro. It is. That's facts.
I
know people who have very really close relationships. The parents are literally like their best friend. They don't think about their parents as some old random person that's telling them.
Our age. I'm saying when you're younger.
Yeah.
When you're younger, you don't feel like your parents are your best friend. You listen. Your friend says, "Let's go do this," and you want to do it as well. But your parents said, don't do it. You're going to go do it.
If your parents raise you in a way to know what's right and what's wrong, you wouldn't do it.
No, because
so when you were in high school, if someone said to you, "Stab that guy," your parents would. That's an extreme. You were raised. Listen. You were raised in a well enough way to know I shouldn't do that.
Nah. Let me give an example. I know a guy whose parents raised him well. Him and his brother. And his other siblings were raised well. Don't do no nonsense. His brother didn't, but he went smoked weed one time. He was never raised to do that.
All right.
He was raised to never do that.
All right.
So now, who are we blaming? The parents still.
That's the point I'm trying to make. That's not the point. The whole question is at what point. That's not the point to blame the parents. Cool. At that point, smoking a bit of weed. Okay, you can't.
A bit of weed.
You said he smoked some weed.
Yeah, but that's the bad. No, you made it look like it's nothing.
No, I mean that's not the point.
Do you smoke weed, Mordecai?
Relax. That's not the line.
Yeah,
where you draw it to say the parents are at fault.
Fine.
No.
My point is
the line. Yeah, is when your child is making big man decisions at a very young age, and it's like life-changing decisions. That's the point where you're thinking, surely the parents should have raised you to have some kind of moral. I don't care if you say environment. When I was growing up, there were certain things I'm not doing. Like I don't care if the man are doing it. I'm not doing it. Like you can't make me think. It's a cool thing to do.
I'm not gonna do it.
That's part of
it's upbringing, but you can't. I just think it's harder nowadays to raise kids.
There's a line though. There is a line.
Yes, obviously yes.
And it's worse. Yeah, when you see like someone might get stabbed or something. And the person who's guilty, their parents, you see them on the news like, oh, he's such a good kid.
No,
he's that.
I know that one is a cap. It's always cap. No, come on. Good kids don't just randomly do.
That's what I'm trying to say. You can't just say, oh, it's the environment. No, you just raised your child very wrong. You didn't even know what they were up to.
See,
you
that's one thing I'll say. As a parent, you should always try and be aware of what your child is capable of, and also what they're doing in their day-to-day life. And some people feel like, oh, it's invasion. No, it's not invasion. You need to know. I'm sorry, you are. I am in charge. I'm responsible for you. I'm responsible for you. So I need to know what you're doing at all times.
Up to a certain age as well. Up to a certain age, every decision you make is based on your parents.
So, I'll be honest. Up to a certain age, for me, like kids, up to a certain age, every decision you make, I need to be consulted. I don't make it for you, but I need to be consulted.
Because I'm talking about your kids?
Yeah.
Oh, right,
I need to be consulted because when it goes to shit, I have to pick up the pieces. So I need to be consulted so I can tell you, okay, let's do it this way. This will be better. If you just do nonsense because you think you're bad, you can do that. That's not gonna run.
Even when I was growing up, I never understood that. Bro,
what?
Like telling your parents what you're doing. What? Obviously now I don't care and I'll do. What I'm saying, I'm growing in it. But when you're younger, you're like, why do I need to tell you where I'm going? Like, I'm going out. I'm going
See?
out. That's
Nah.
it. That's all you need to know. Outside. And then when I'm inside, I'm inside, and you know I'm inside. You know what I'm saying?
need
I
to
didn't
know
understand, but now I actually understand it. It's
Yeah.
like when you're younger, especially at such a like high school, early high school.
Yeah.
You don't know nothing. Like
Trust
you
me.
think you know everything. You don't.
You really
You
don't.
really don't.
So it's peak.
So you're going out, yeah. You're with certain people. You're hanging around certain. That's what you're. Honestly, that is the age. High school, college. That's where you learn like a lot about what's actually outside.
College, mainly for me.
College, yeah, a lot. For a lot of
College
people.
opened my eyes to like the real world, real stuff. Like, okay, cool. Also opened my eyes to how beautiful black women are. But yeah,
Oh, you learn that in college. Wow.
yeah. Listen, anyone knows. Like the girls know that. Like back in the day, I used to be very anti-black women.
Yeah, I know.
Obviously,
it's
I'm not proud,
anti-black,
horrible
it's
thing.
anti-dark skin. Get it right. You were anti-dark skin. Don't try
Shut
it.
up. I was-
Don't try
no,
and
no.
twist it. You were
I was
anti-dark
anti-black
skin.
women as well.
You were anti-dark
No,
skin
no.
because light skins are still black.
No,
So
no.
you don't try it because you were
listen,
anti-lighties.
when I was
So
like
don't try it.
14 and then man, I was like, oh yeah, I like mixed race girls and stuff, and I was saying I don't like black girls because blah blah blah. I said a lot of mad stuff. Obviously, I don't agree with any of it. I was young. I was 14. It's stupid in it. But college made me realize, oh, mashallah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Okay, we're just making sense. Honestly, a lot of girls from high school. If anyone's watching this from my high school, shout out to you. I need a girl watching from high school, yeah. But college, yo, not even college, uni or okay, no, it was college. College, the glow up for a lot of girls.
Yeah. I think uniform was holding a lot of people back. Uniform was holding them back.
Nah, 'cause I saw them
School
without
rules.
uniform. I saw them without uniform.
And they're still
It was
really.
the same.
You know, I think it's just because we grew up. Puberty didn't hit. Because we were in high school rating people that hadn't finished puberty yet.
No, but
Imagine.
like, no homo, but the man them was still the same. Like, I didn't really see that much of a change
Nah,
in the man.
a lot of
them,
man
like,
grew a beard. You know what I'm saying? They grew
slightly,
taller.
slightly. But I'm
You know what
saying that summer, 2016.
Yeah.
that summer where gal went from high school to college. Some gal went from like strong 3s, 4s, touching 8s. Like, how
said
did,
three,
when did you
fours.
touch an 8? Like, when did you touch an 8? Like, there was
Yeah.
certain gal from my high school, yeah.
Shout her out, man. Go
I'm
on.
talking too much, actually.
You know who you are, innit?
No. Certain girl from my high school. Now, no, before, nah. Now,
Hey, if you know who you are, yeah, just drop me a DM in it. Drop me a DM. See how-
let me not do too much.
Say less.
Yeah, but yeah, the glow up was crazy.
See, yeah. But, bro, college opened my eyes to a lot of things. And young ones, yeah, be smart about your life, please. Don't let your parents regret having you. I beg.
Jesus. Imagine your parent regret having
Also, you know what? Talking about parents raising their kids and that, yeah. What do you think about parents who send their kids back to Africa?
Nonsense.
African parents. You think it's bad, yeah?
Nonsense.
See, I also, up until like 2 weeks ago, I thought it shows that you're incapable of raising a child.
I mean.
If you feel like you can't raise them yourself, you have to send them to a country to raise them for you. But I thought about it. Flip it. Imagine how bad the kid must be to feel so powerless that I've tried my hardest and I still can't do it.
Some
I
parents-
have to do something. Like imagine as a parent feeling so powerless that you feel like the only option you have is to send them back home.
Or they're just lazy parents and they're like,
I do think a lot of times lazy parenting, because I'm sorry, but also I feel like parents are not aware. What a lot of new parents aren't aware of. Your kid can be a dickhead, okay?
facts.
But they're not ready for it. So then they expect their kid to be a good kid all through life. So when it gets hard, they're like, oh no, he has to go Ghana and learn. He has to go. He doesn't have to go anywhere.
Yeah.
They think. I'm sorry, but a country can't raise him. You think sending him? No. More time, it'll probably make him have resentment towards you.
break him.
Literally,
It'll actually
that's
break
what they want. The thing is, that's low-key what they want. They want something to break you. It's weird. They want to break you down.
Weird
so that
African
they can-
mentality is
It's
just-
weird. It's so
actually a
dodgy.
weird mentality. I don't know.
Because they want to break you
why?
down so that they can then like
Mold
have more.
you.
Yeah, so they can basically control your growth now. They want you to finish and like, okay, now let me. I'm sorry, but you're responsible for your child. Right. If you bring your child to England or you raise a child here, there's many children that were raised. This is sorry. There are many children that were raised in England, yeah, that are raised in England who aren't turning out bad like yours.
Even though like England isn't a nice place, it's still very like
It's still pretty good. I mean,
to
listen,
raise.
listen,
it's
I'll be
not
honest,
a
listen,
terrible place.
We shit on England a lot, yeah, but I will say it's quite nice to me.
It's all right.
It's all right. free education, free healthcare. It's not the worst thing in the world.
Worst thing. Like, it's not like if you raise them here or raise them in Ghana, it's gonna be a crazy
Yeah,
difference.
because I've seen what Ghanaians are doing. They're up to more money than I've ever been up to.
No, 100%.
Them men are doing the maddest things. They're smoking weed every day, man. Gang, gang, gang. Going clubbing every day. Comerica boys for life. Listen, listen. If you might think the Ghana boys are doing school, oh, yes, sir. No, man. They're doing the madness. You think, I'm telling you now, if my parents send me to Ghana right now, I mean, I'm too old for that, I'm 22. But like, say they sent my little brother to Ghana, he's 16. He would come back worse. 100% he would come back worse. Because them men are not on, they're trying to be cool now. They want to follow what's going on over the world. And they only see the bad parts. So, but yeah, I think parents who send their kids to Africa to take care of them because they don't feel like they can do it, what is wrong with you? Like, why do you feel like you can't raise your own child? And were you not prepared for the fact that your child could have been a dickhead? Your child could just be a prick.
Now, honestly, for me, like, I believe that, like, once a child is born, they have no concept of life. They have no personality. They have nothing.
Everything they have
around them is based on environment, and majority is based on their upbringing, so the parents. Yeah. So whatever your child turns out to be, just know you had a big part in that. Whether you like it or not, whether you think it's the right thing or wrong thing, or they have a nice personality or bad personality, whatever that means. But it's because of you. It's a big factor. It's because of you, and you can't really blame other people for that.
That's true, but there's still a lot of other factors that contribute.
No, there are, but especially if it's a kid.
Oh yeah, in the kids, but
that's when most of them get sent.
One thing I'll say is that nobody knows how to parent. As in, like, there is no one way. Because I'm sorry, the way your parents raised you work with you, right? But there's parents that raise their kids the same way your parents raised you, and it still doesn't work because their kid is hard-headed. So I'll be honest, I feel bad for parents because if I had a kid and he was annoying, I'd be
my kid can't be annoying.
Exactly.
I'll let you know from now. My kid cannot be annoying.
Like, no, true say, if my future kids see this, behave yourselves. Because listen, say
can't be annoying.
You can't.
If you're watching this 10 years down the line or whatever.
5 is down the line for me.
Wait, what's the year?
Today's 2026. No, 10 is down the line. 2031.
Yeah.
2030, yeah. 2030.
It'll be 10 years. 10 years anniversary, you're watching this. Come back and watch this, I'm telling you now. I'm not going to say anything. I'll let them know in person.
I'll let you know.
I already know.
You know.
But another thing on parents, this might be just the slander parents episode, because...
I'm saying, this, my mother's a beautiful human being, so is Mordecai's mom. Like, my mother's great. My father...
It's you, man's parents.
You're an idiot. If you're triggered, it's your parents.
No, don't.
I joke.
Another thing, that a lot of parents do, and this is especially for African parents, I'll be real, is they're not accustomed to 2021 yet. What I mean by that is the way how we live life now compared to the way how they lived the life when they were growing up is so different. They've not adapted yet to what life is now. Yeah. Especially to what life was when they moved to this country. So a lot of them came to the country 20, 25 years ago.
That I will say is true.
Because a lot of them
very outdated.
They came to this country thinking the only way to succeed is education or I don't know.
That's it.
That's it. It's education.
The
only way you can achieve in life is education. But the fact of the matter is, nowadays, especially for me, like I've realized, looking around the people that I know that are my age, so many of them are doing so many different things and so many different factors in different fields.
Exactly. Like if you want to go uni. Education is cool, but you don't have to uni. There's so many people I know that are doing bits. They didn't go uni. Did not finish uni. They didn't even bother. And it's like to my parents, they'll think that's like, you're a failure.
Oh, it's dumb. They think you're a failure until they see the money.
Bro, of course.
When they see the money, anyone watching this year and you're doing your own thing and your parents are not supporting you, say nothing. But just know when the money comes in.
Yeah. But obviously that's not good either because then it's like, oh, so now you like because of the money. It is peaking it. But fact, this is how it kind of goes right now.
This is how life is.
But listen, you might have got this. You might not got this. If let me give some advice mid-episode. If you're out there pursuing a talent, the arts, anything, music, football, and you feel like you're not supported by your parents, you just grind, do your thing in it. Listen, what's yours will come to you in it. they'll eventually learn to understand it because my mom didn't understand me doing the music thing. Years ago, when I said I want to be a musician, no one took me seriously. They said, no, you have to do this, go uni, blah, blah, blah. Now, my mom paid for my last music thingy. Like, she paid for me to do promo and stuff. She's down for me to do music stuff. I mean, she still wants me to go uni by force, but, you know, it is what it is. You know, we'll conquer it one at a time.
Yeah,
but, like,
one step at a
exactly.
time.
But, like, they'll understand because I don't blame them too much because that's what they know.
That's
Even
what
though
they
we know better, no. Even though we know new now, they are not in our circles to know what we see. Like,
They're not adapted to it.
exactly, because you have people around you that have done bits without thingy, but they don't have that around them. All they know is, oh, auntie, this one's son went to university. He's a doctor now.
Lawyer,
yeah.
engineer.
See, unfortunately, that's what they're around. So I understand that when they want us to go uni and stuff, yeah. But it's up to you to show them why they should invest in you, why they should take you seriously in it. Like, you can't say, oh yeah, I'm going to do a music thing just because you think it's easy, you just want to do it. Like, if you show them something to believe in, more time they'll believe in it.
I honestly believe that, like, it doesn't matter what you do. Yeah, because I know girls who were doing escorting. I don't know why I just dropped that like that. I think I dropped that like that. But I know people who are in every field, like I said.
Yeah.
People who got their own
OnlyFans
businesses, OnlyFans,
Music.
footballers, rappers,
Yeah.
people who are in uni, who dropped out and are doing clothing business.
Yeah, like I know people who went uni for like a year, dropped out, and they're doing a good job. Like my friend Shoaib last week, he's a financial whatever thing. He gets good. Like you can. There's always alternative routes. It's not just one way. And not only our parents like put that in us, school has put that in us that this is the best way. They made apprenticeships look like yak. I'd take that over anything right now.
Yeah, apprenticeships. They're not the. It depends on what you're going into because a lot of apprenticeships, they not only will they pay you, you get experience, and they will send you to uni.
Exactly. You're literally studying while doing the job you want to do.
And getting paid.
And then after you're done with that, you can get a better job because of the experience you got. These men, but they wanted us to owe uni money. That's why they did this on purpose. They didn't know what they were doing.
I'm in debt. I'm in big debt.
Literally,
Big debt.
It's peak,
The thing
man.
is, yeah, like, I think about it. Like, if I was to get mad rich, I'm not paying off this thing. This uni thing.
No one's paying.
I'll pay the £15 a month that you tell me to. I'll pay
I'm
that.
fleeing the country.
I'll pay that £15 a month.
I'm joking.
I said that. I don't know why I
Please,
said that on
if the people see this, I joke. I pay every money. I'll pay
all my
everything.
taxes.
Obviously.
I was talking to Jean about taxes the other day. She was like, "Do you pay taxes?" I was like, "Taxes? I don't have to pay taxes."
Wait, you know why you make taxes for?
Because I earn money.
Do you?
But you have to earn over a certain amount, but I've not calculated how much.
Yeah, so exactly. Yeah.
If I don't
Also,
calculate it, then
wait,
technically I don't.
you work freelance, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need to do
I
that.
don't need to know.
It's not like there's no like money trail more time, is there? Is it? Do you not get cash in hand sometimes?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Cool,
So
cool.
it balances out. It's fine. They can't catch you.
Yeah, they won't catch
It's
me.
fine.
Anyway, yeah, moving on. Before we do the Drake thing,
Yeah.
I've got a question in it.
Yeah, go on.
If you had the opportunity to go back in time and kill baby Hitler, would you do it?
No. I want to see what he's gonna do in it. I'm joking. Of course, I'd kill him.
I wouldn't.
Eh?
I wouldn't.
Why not?
I'm not killing him.
Why not?
No, I'm joking. I would kill him. I'd
That's
stamp
fine.
out his face, bro. You mad? Hitler's getting stamped out, bro.
Yeah, no. I'm killing baby Hitler, man.
Because I've seen some people saying that, like, oh, you never know what's gonna happen. Like, something worse could happen. What's worse than the Holocaust? what is worse than Hitler killing for how many million
Millions.
Jews? What could be worse than that?
Innit?
Like,
I mean, slavery.
That wouldn't happen again. In 1950s or 1930s or whatever. Nah, that wouldn't happen. So, he's getting M'd off. I'll be real. He's getting M'd off. I'll take the charge.
Yeah.
I'm saving a lot of people.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank me, innit?
Yeah.
Thank me.
You're welcome.
Thank me. But the other day everyone was talking about how Drake put on the UK.
Well, no. 9 Bills on Twitter made a tweet about
Terrible
how,
tweet. Terrible tweet.
You see what? I don't agree with that
It's a terrible tweet.
because I genuinely think.
What did they say?
Let's get a tweet up.
Get out the tweet.
They said Drake put on Skepta, Giggs, Dave, and Heady One onto the global stage and brought back Top Boy, worked with UK producers on a number of tracks, and also dropped a behind bars on Link Up TV. Basically, you're saying that Drake put a lot of UK artists onto the global stage, and the UK got basically vexed and started arguing. But I will say this now: facts. You might need to see. You might not humble at all, man.
It's not fact.
It's facts,
No,
man.
there's a level of fact in it, but you can't say that what he said was a, or she, I don't know if it's a guy.
You know, what they said.
What they said was a fact. That you can't say that is a
Do you know why?
fact.
That's a fact. Did Drake not put these guys onto a bigger scale than they were?
So you're telling me that they were already on a big scale?
Not a big, I said bigger. I said Drake put them in a bigger place. Fact.
Who?
All of them, every single one of them did better by Drake.
So you're telling me that those people did... I know for a fact, yeah, that Skepta
The one person, no, see, that's not it. The one person that I can argue that maybe didn't need Drake is Skepta.
So he needed Drake then?
I didn't say they need him, I'm saying, but he's with Gigs. Gigs is big and
Skepta's biggest songs with A$AP Rocky. It's not,
no,
it's not Drake.
no, that's what I'm saying. Skepta, no, I'm saying who exposed them to the things. Gigs, who exposed Gigs to the US?
But how's that made him bigger though?
Because-
Drake is already what has Gigs done in America for you to say that Gigs is big in America now?
He's big in America because more people in America know Gigs. You know why? Because of Drake.
Gigs went to America for the first time the other day. He's not big in America. And in America,
No,
don't even listen to
I'm
Gigs
saying he's
part in the
bigger
KMG.
than he was before. Oh, no, let's
He
not
wasn't.
do
Gigs
this.
was
Man, no-
Gigs was already the godfather in UK.
And Dave as well. Dave is big because of what. Listen, Dave is. I've said this. Dave is the goateest going. I think he's in 10 years' time. You all look back and listen. I'll tell you now. Dave is going to be surpass everyone in the UK scene ever to have done it. I think Dave is cold.
No, that's not even a deep. That's just kind of obvious. I think.
No,
kinda
but
obvious.
he's better than anyone who's ever done it in the UK.
Yes, I
Okay,
mean,
cool.
think about who's the biggest artist. I was Skepta
No, but who?
and Stormzy.
I'm saying whoever did it in the UK. I'm saying
I don't think
Dave
that's
is going to be one of the best. No, not the best,
think
the
that's
best.
that big of a-
But we can't pretend like his Drake feature didn't
Helped
do well for
him,
him,
it helped
and
him.
being signed to OVO didn't help him a little bit.
Helped.
Is that then? That's what it is. It put him on.
No,
Drake put him on to America.
Putting someone, the way that thing makes it sound is that like without Drake, Dave wouldn't have been able to do what he's doing now, which isn't true.
No, that's not true.
Exactly.
But that's not what.
That's
no. But if they wanted to say that, if they wanted to say that, they would have said that. If they wanted to say without Drake, blah, 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 they would have said that. But it said Drake put them.
what it
No.
is. So you're saying Drake put him
See,
on.
some of you people on Twitter have terrible.
Read it properly then. Read
Wait,
it.
some people on YouTube have terrible comprehension skills. You're dumb. Did you pass English literature? Listen, Drake put on Skepta, Gigs, Dave, and Heady One onto the global stage.
That's cut.
He did.
You're telling me that Dave wouldn't be doing tours around the world if it
Didn't say
wasn't
he
for-
was, I'm saying, but he put them on. This man went.
These
done
man-
it. He
you know-
put
you
them
know-
on.
you know
Put
these
them
man
on.
have been-
He put
you
them
know-
on.
you know
Heady
these man,
One.
yeah.
Drake put him on.
You know these man will do tours outside of England as well. You know before Drake helped any of them.
But did they have as many fans, as many listeners? No.
Does
Drake
that-
put them
read,
on.
Can you not read? It says he put them on a global stage. If they were already touring around outside of the UK, that's the
I
globe.
can go and tour outside the UK. I'll have 10 man there. Does that mean anything?
But they're not having 10 man there. So what does that mean?
My point is,
If you're,
My point
if-
is
if
their
you're-
numbers
if
are
you're
bigger now.
already-
Their
If
numbers
you're
are bigger
already
now.
going around the world to do tours, then how can you say? And
how many of them were going around the world doing tours already? Be honest.
Well, how many Skepta was?
Dave wasn't.
Well, Dave only doing
Giggs
one
wasn't.
tour. He only did one tour.
Heady One wasn't. So it's just Skepta. So exactly, just Skepta.
He other names are there? Skepta, Gigs. Well, Gigs can't really leave too many places. So
Yeah. See, so it's just Skepta. And I already said, Skepta, you can make a case for.
okay, so
that he
your
was
whole
something
point
else.
is Gigs, Dave, and Heady One. Great, fantastic. Who cares? Oh wow!
But it's right.
Gigs,
So then,
Dave, and Heady One. Drake helped them. Fantastic. Who cares? That's dead.
See,
That's
you're
dead.
saying this now because I've just. But
And the whole point I'm trying to make is because the tweet that this is why people are annoyed in it is because the tweet just makes it sound like Drake was a big factor in the UK becoming because obviously they're the biggest rappers in UK. Well, some of the biggest rappers in the UK. The tweet makes it sound like Drake is a reason why the UK was big on a global scale.
would you not say he's been part of the reason though?
Helping doesn't mean that you're the reason though.
Sorry.
How can you say that?
Drake
That's
put on the
dumb.
UK.
That's like saying,
Listen.
A$AP Rocky helped the UK go on a global scale. No,
Yes,
no, he didn't.
Did. Facts, he did. Him working with Skepta and them, man. Like, him working with BBK, like them, their little couple of collaborations back and forth helped. Facts. We can't. I'll be honest.
helps.
I think the UK we have a problem. We're too proud. We don't like to be humble. We like to act like we did everything ourselves. Oh, we can do without you. Sometimes accept the fact that somebody helped you and it's fine.
No one's
somebody
saying- no
helped
one's
us.
saying that
Drake
you-
helped the UK.
No one's saying that.
What the hell?
It's the fact that it makes it seem that like if it wasn't for Drake, UK wouldn't have been able to do it.
Nothing says that, but nothing in their tweet
That's
says
the whole
that.
point of the tweet. The whole point of the tweet is basically trying to say that Drake put the UK on.
No, they made a point that Drake put those people on. He did. He did.
You know, put on means that they weren't there before.
Yes.
And so you're telling me that they weren't there before?
Yes, they weren't. They weren't
The
there.
first name was there, so you can't say it.
apart from Skeppy, nobody else was there like that. Drake did them a favor.
Stormzy was.
Drake did no, I'm sorry. No.
What Drake featured the Stormzy?
No.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm not saying Stormzy. Stormzy is a byproduct of Drake getting the UK scene up. Facts.
Oh my
Do you know why? Stormzy didn't do any, like, he's big because the UK scene got big. And he's like, oh, who are our big guys? Stormzy.
Now you're forcing it. Now
It's
you're
facts.
forcing it.
It's
Now
facts,
you're forcing
bro.
it.
It's facts.
You're trying to tell me that if it wasn't for Drake, Stormzy wouldn't be doing a global tour?
Yes. I'll tell you now. Do you know why? No,
forcing
let me
it there,
break
bro.
it down. Do you know why?
You're forcing it
Do you
there.
know when Drake got involved in our culture, in the UK culture, and the UK scene, yeah, it blew up the UK scene. Let's not lie. It did help us overseas in that, yeah. And then there were more people interested in our scene. So then they looked to see who was and at that time, Stormzy was the guy on the scene. So that's why it did him
You're
bits.
making a lot of connections. Fact of the matter is, Stormzy was going to be one of the biggest UK artists, regardless.
UK artists, yes,
Regardless,
but not global.
yeah? And the UK is big around the world,
It's
regardless.
not. UK is so small around the world. No one cares about the UK like that. I'm sorry. The UK is so tiny and minuscule.
No,
compared to the
in
world.
size.
No, I'm saying even in
size.
influence and in popularity, so little.
You're forcing it.
So little. Oh, let's not pretend.
So how come UK?
Bro, you always hear about man that go to America to make it. Shut up, man.
Relax. America is obviously the biggest. We're not talking about America. America is obviously the
But
biggest.
UK is minuscule compared to America. Minuscule.
That's what I said. America is
then-
obviously the biggest. But we're talking
Wait,
about there's other countries in the world, you know, within America.
Every country is more influenced by America. Nobody cares about what UK
No
news does
again
until America takes notice.
Again, listen. You're not listening. Yeah, use your head. No one's saying that America isn't the most influential. We all get that, but there are other countries in the world that don't care.
No,
yeah, there are
that's
other countries in the world that listen
cap,
to UK without
cap.
America.
No, cap. Very
Oh my
few. Very
days.
few.
Oh my
Very
days.
few, bro. I promise you. Do you know why? Because America is literally where everything goes. Even UK dons we all tune into America because that's the hot pot of the world. Unfortunately,
that's not the
whether
point.
we like but my point is because it's the hot pot, the hot center of the world. Anything that goes through there gets picked up. The rest of the world will respond to it.
All right.
People in
That's not the
Italy,
point. Point.
people in Italy and some other places. Obviously, listen, there's facts. A small group of people will listen to music already, but it wouldn't have made much of a big impact until America took notice of it. Like, the Americans listen to this guy.
You know,
Let's
Americans
check out this
don't
guy.
rate UK like that. You're making it seem like
No.
that UK
I'm not
artists are
saying the
charting
UK.
in America.
No, I'm not saying they rate us like. I'm saying the fact they know of us now. Our scene is bigger in the UK.
No, it's not big.
And
It's not
I
big.
don't care about the Americans. I'm talking about the people that are the producers, the people, the big guys. They know of us now. They're listening.
Okay.
Americans probably know who Central C is without much. Do you know why? Because Drake paved the way. Drake paved the way. Drake paved the way. Drake paved the way.
Relax. Okay, relax.
For real, Drake
Relax
paved the
now.
way.
Okay, relax now. Okay, what I'm trying to say is
Drake paved the way.
there are many countries other than America. Listen, before you speak, yeah, there are many countries other than America who listen to the UK
Yes.
music, yeah.
But
Listen. Who listen to UK music, yeah. Before Drake did his co-signs with,
Yes,
with,
yes.
with there were loads of countries,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
The point I'm trying to make is UK artists, first of all, UK artists are not big in America. Yeah? So listen. UK artists are not big in America. So if I went to America right now,
course not.
I would not know about UK artists because of what's going on in America. They don't listen to us like that. Facts. They did not to listen to UK artists like that. No UK artist charts in America. The billboards is the world. Most of it is America.
Yeah, no.
Barely, and not even barely, none of it is UK unless it's like mainstream UK. I'm talking about like rap, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rap, like urban scene, we're not charting in America like that. So for you to say that like America is putting us on around the world is cut because America ain't even putting us on in America. So the rest of the world, Stormzy is doing he was. I don't know if he's done it or if he was, but for that last album he dropped, he was supposed to do a worldwide tour in Asia, Europe, Africa, all these places. America is not putting us on in Asia. Because we're not that big in America for Asians to look at America and think, Central C is big in UK because of it. No, they're not looking at America and thinking, what UK artists are there? That's cap. That's
I'll
cap.
tell you why. I'll tell you where they're looking. Do you know what's the most popular, like one of the most popular things for American YouTubers to do? To react to UK music. Do you know why? Because UK music's hot.
Okay.
When they do that, it goes, and more people, they get millions of views. Those people, a lot of them are all over the world. That's where a lot of people get their music takes
it's
from.
not.
Yes, it is.
Reactions. What are you talking
Trust
about?
me.
Reactions
Trust me.
are not putting on people that.
Yes, they are. Trust me.
So how come they're not charting?
Huh?
Just answer that one question. Why they're not
Because,
charting?
bro, a lot of a lot of the UK guys aren't charting even in the UK. Doesn't mean
you
they're not big.
stupid?
A lot of UK guys.
Are you
aren't
actually
charting.
stupid? Did you just say a lot of UK men are not charting in the UK?
They're not.
The charts
They're
are
not,
literally
man.
full of UK rappers.
No.
Are you dumb?
No.
You don't know.
Let's
me.
not do that.
You're
Let's
forcing.
not.
You're dumb now.
They
You're saying
chart every
that.
now and then. You think everyone's charting?
They chart every now and then.
Oh my
I can
God.
name all the biggest artists and they've all charted in the top 10.
Who? Name.
All the biggest artists, UK rappers.
Go on.
Central C, RD, literally about to get a top 10. Yeah. H had 3 top 10s in a week. Yeah. Stormzy's got number 1. J-Ho's got number 1. Nine's got number 1. Dave had a number 1. And who anyone's got
Nine's
a number 1.
had a number 1 album, right?
Yeah.
Has he ever had a number 10, like a top 10 song?
Probably. Yeah.
No, he hasn't.
Airplay mode.
Yeah, no, didn't go to top 10. So I'm saying.
So your whole point is based on nines.
No.
What? I just named 10 people, and you couldn't do. You
I
couldn't
took
do.
one example. No, thing is, a lot of people you name here, they're the biggest ones. I'm saying there's other men in the scene that still get love. A lot of people know in the scene
chart.
that don't get top 10.
Chart. You know, top 10 isn't
Wait,
the only chart.
I know,
Charts
I know.
is more than just 10.
I know, but okay. Let's take Central C for a second.
Alright.
How high did he get
Second.
chart in the charts? Second.
Yeah.
In the charts.
Yeah.
Did he?
So what's the point?
Sorry. What? Why?
So what's your point?
My
Exactly,
point-
your point is
I'm
relevant.
done.
Exactly.
I'm
Your point is
done.
relevant. You
What?
can't make a point because people chart now. It's normal. It's actually normal. D Block, when they dropped PTSD, they dropped 29 songs. 25 of those songs were in the charts. 25 out of 100. They were 1/4 of the charts, and you're trying to tell me rappers don't chart. Are you dumb? AJ Tracy's album went second or third. Pot of Paper, his mixtape, not even his album, mixtape went third.
Third.
H, his mixtape went third or second. I can't remember. But
Has Pot of Paper ever had a song chart? No.
are you? His last song he just dropped the other day.
Charted. And not.
What's that song? He dropped a song the other day.
I ain't talking about
Banger.
top
It
100.
charted. Facts.
I ain't talking top 100.
Top 20. Went top 20. How about that?
Did it?
Yes.
Did it actually?
Tion Wayne song the other day charted. How about that?
That one, that top 40, mate. Top 40.
That's
not
the
charted.
official. No, official charts is top 40.
That's so dead. I'm sorry. As one of the big UK guys, why are you not higher?
You sound so dumb right now.
Why are
bro.
you not higher?
You actually sound so dumb.
Why are you not higher? Why are you not higher?
Okay, Body went number 1 3 weeks in a row.
No, and that's good.
So what's your point now?
But it was the first time
Of what?
a true track went number 1. How many rappers have been out here? Dig that. Dig a D. Where the number 10s?
And they all charted.
Where?
They all they
Charting
they
is so
literally all
loose.
charted.
We're all using the charting so loose. Some of
So
them
you're
got
telling
40s.
you know you're trying to say that if it's not top 1 then it's dead. That's
If
so
it's
stupid.
not top 10, it's dead,
That's
yes.
stupid.
I'm saying this
You
is your
actually
country.
sound dumb. You sound
This is
dumb.
your
Why-
country.
you
I'm
actually-
sorry.
you actually sound
This
dumb.
is your country. If you're not charting
You know
top
there's
10, what
other
are you
people
doing?
in the world, you know,
Huh?
that you know there's other artists that are not rappers who can make music.
I'm just saying, this is your country. How are you not
This is
charting
your
your own
country.
country? How are you not charting
I've
your
just
country?
named about 20 rappers that have charted, and you tell me
Charted, but are they charting consistently? No, they're not.
you're dumb.
They're not.
You actually sound dumb.
not.
What do you
They're
mean?
not.
I've just named
Tell us, in America, yeah, Lil Baby's charting consistently. Here,
not top
our
10.
big guys,
Not top 10.
eh?
Not top 10.
because America's bigger than here. It's way bigger.
Not top 10.
It's way bigger than
So
here.
what's your
that's why.
point then? What's your point
My
now?
point is, I'm sorry, if Lil Baby was here, Lil Baby's bigger than everyone here.
Well, obviously. he's
Exactly.
American.
So I'm saying we can't
What's your
compare
point
that.
then?
I'm saying they're bigger. I'm saying
Well,
they.
that's a dumb point. No one's
But
arguing
I'm saying
America's
he gets
bigger.
it consistently.
I've
Here,
just named,
our
I've just
man
named
don't get it
20 man.
consistently.
I've just named 20 man who chart.
Not consistently. Boo.
Yes, they do.
They chart once, twice, maybe 3 times if they're lucky.
So what's consistent? Go on.
I don't know.
Oh, no, what's
consistent.
consistent?
Stormzy's
What's don't name an artist. Name what is consistent and go on.
Getting a charted every time you release a song.
That's stupid because
See?
not every artist. does
Most
that.
artists do that.
So, but
Most artists
your
in
thing-
America,
your
the
thing
big
is
artists in America do that.
They don't because you're saying that charting if it's not top 10 it's dead.
No,
which
no.
is dumb because not every artist in America.
Check this. Ours is top 10 because our top 10 wouldn't fit in their top 50
because UK small.
because the big exactly. So I'm saying their guys, yeah. Let's say the top 100 because theirs is actually big. It's actually meaningful. I'm sorry. Top 100 here is
it's
dead.
population, you muppet.
It also means more.
Population. There's
Also
people
means
in
more
America.
influence because there's more influence.
But your point you just made them was dumb because
Look-
you said that UK artists don't.
You just said-
Wait, listen. You said UK artists don't chart consistently.
Quick question:
But they do because they all get top.
Has Lil Durk ever got a top 10?
Yeah.
Has he? How many times?
I don't know his numbers like that. What the hell was the
Is he
numbers
bigger
like
than
that?
Stormzy?
Obviously, he's American.
Exactly. So my point stands. There's still more impact. I don't care about
What?
who's bigger.
That is the
My
deadest
point
point
stands.
ever.
Listen. Even though he charts lower, he's still bigger. I'm saying, what my point is, their 50th place is bigger than our first place. Let's not act like it's
No,
not.
Derek's not the 50th place.
No, but I'm saying,
What are you talking about?
Fine, their 20th place is better than our first place. So I can't take man who are coming 40th in the UK. I can't compare them to the Americans.
I just named 20 artists who've all got top 20s. So now what?
No.
Most of them have got top 10. So now what? I just named 6 artists who have top 1 albums. So what's your point now?
Let's move on.
Because your point was so dead.
The UK is too close-minded and they're too proud to accept that Americans did help us at some point.
Your point is just terrible. Your point
Drake
is terrible.
did help the UK scene,
Okay,
like
he helped,
it or not.
but UK scene was already big in other countries regardless.
But
That's just a fact. And the fact of the matter is, no one is looking to America for UK artists. That's just it. That's it. No one's looking to America.
Not specifically.
Other countries in the world are not looking to America for UK artists. That's it. That's facts. They're not.
Tell you this, but they're looking at American artists. Yeah. But the American artists are working with UK artists. Oh,
Not all
who's
of
this
them.
guy?
Not all of them.
But they're doing it a lot more.
Stormzy.
A lot.
An easy example. Stormzy.
That's
Just
one
easy.
guy. That's
Easy
one
example.
Guy. That's one guy.
He's the biggest. So how can you say one guy, but he's the biggest?
Scabbed is the biggest.
Okay, 2 of them, whatever.
Look how many American dons he's worked with.
You couldn't name more than 2. You couldn't name more than 2 right now.
Let's go. Drake.
Okay.
ASAP Rocky.
Okay, go on.
The rest of the ASAP dons.
He hasn't. So go on, name more than 2.
I don't listen to American
Beg,
music.
you don't listen to music like that, so don't try
I don't
it.
listen to American
You forced
music.
it. You don't try and
But my
force
point
opinions
is,
that you don't know.
Americans working with UK artists does literally raise our profile.
It
so it's
helps.
facts.
It helps, but the other countries
it's-
around the
it
world,
helps.
because globally means outside of America as well. Yeah. So
My eyes are
globally, those other global countries in Asia, in the other European countries, they're not looking to America for us. Yeah, they're looking to us, UK for us. Yeah. So it don't matter what America do. It don't matter how many Drake features, whatever, or Drake comes on behind bars or whatever. They were looking at UK already. Drake didn't put behind bars onto Asia. That's just dumb. So yeah, end that point. Dead point.
Cool.
Dead
Next
point.
one.
You see blue therapy, yeah? Yeah, this isn't about blue therapy, by the way. I'm just using it as a, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a girl called Deborah on it, innit?
Yes, Deborah.
And her, at the start, no one really liked her, innit?
Yeah.
Because her main point or argument or whatever, or thing that she kept on talking about the most, was the fact that her man wasn't giving her enough items, materialistic things, innit? Money, whatever.
Yeah.
Obviously, everyone was like, you've done out here, whatever. And then the other day, she went on 90s Babies podcast, innit? Yeah. And I think they asked her a question, they were like, oh, do you not think it's bad that like girls like you and all these other big female influential people and are kind of like teaching or persuading these younger girls to go for guys with money? Yeah. And she was like, no. And I just thought, first of all, yeah, I mean, that is so I honestly feel like it's so dangerous for influential females to go out there on their big platforms and to actually teach young girls to go for guys with money. And the reason why I say that is because when we were young, when you're even not when we're young, when you're a child, you don't work. Yeah. So, and a lot of people who are following these
Are younger.
A lot of people who are following these like influencers or whatever, they're not rich. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of people are coming from working class backgrounds. A lot of the stuff that you have are from your parents. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our parents, I'm not saying our parents are broke, but they don't have the money to be buying, you know, mad designer and that when you're a kid, when you're in high school and that. Most kids didn't have that in high school. You know, obviously nowadays it's a bit slightly different, isn't it? But you don't have that kind of money. So when you've got girls, who were like 13, 14, and they're chatting to other guys who are around the same age.
Firstly, if you're 13, 14, don't chat to no boys.
Okay,
Go 15, education.
15, 16,
No.
whatever. I don't care in high school. They do that in high school. And like,
You shouldn't.
But you're at that age, and they're chatting to guys at that age, and they're expecting those guys to be able to have that kind of money to be able to afford designer and to take the girl to these places. That is mad dangerous because
is.
you can't. They can't afford it.
It's not
Fact of the matter
possible,
is, they
it's not
can't afford it. It's not possible. They can't afford it because you at that age you don't work, which means you're getting money from your parents, and most parents are working class, so they can't afford it for them for the youth himself. So how can he afford it for you? Which means a lot of these kids, they're gonna find it. They're gonna find the money somehow. And how do you think they're gonna find the peas?
Drugs, fraud.
How are they
Anything
gonna
that's
find the
bad.
peas? That's the question you got to ask yourself. How are they gonna find the peas?
I agree, actually, because
And-
initially, when you said, I was like, actually, but then when you tell the reasoning, yes, because none of us have that. We don't have that money right now yet. These
Especially
people,
when you're younger.
yeah, it's dangerous because also, like, you forget that these people that talk about these things, they already have nice things. They can talk about, they're talking about people in their tax bracket. That's calm, innit? But you're influencing people that don't have the same things you have to offer. But then they want somebody to offer the things that you get. You know what I'm saying? As in, these, like, influencers and that, they have money of their own. They have things they can offer to a man, which makes sense why they want a man that can offer a lot. But the common girl, the common Rachel, don't have them things. But you're expecting a man to still be able to bring you
The
those big
common
things.
Jimmy, the common
And
Bobby,
then,
the common
exactly. And then the issue is, because of that, man feel like if they don't have peace, it's peak
pressure,
for them.
it's a problem.
And now they have to find peace. And if it's not working till your eyes fall off because of tiredness, you're going to have to go underground and do a couple of things that you don't want to do. Or because of gal. Poor.
The thing is that it's harmful to them. It's harmful to society in general because we're wondering why these areas are poor. Yeah, no, this might get, I don't know.
Nah, keep it.
These areas, yeah, that I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna bait how anyone's ends in it. You know what I'm saying? But certain areas, there's certain schools. Most of the kids in there are from a certain background, certain
Harper, eh?
home. You know what I'm saying?
Must side, I'm joking.
But they're from a certain home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Majority from a certain home. And even now, I'm looking at kids who are like in high school, and I'm seeing them like 200-pound crepes, not even 200-pound,
Bro,
500-pound crepes.
they weren't
Canada
proper jacket.
Goose.
I'm like,
I'm
why?
thinking, you didn't buy that.
You didn't, of course
Which
they
means your parents would have somehow had to find the peas to buy that. And you're attracting girls who are thinking that you have the money to buy that. Which means they're going to be thinking,
You can actually
you can supply that for them.
Yeah.
But you can't.
You can't.
It can't work.
You didn't supply your own jacket. Someone got it for you.
You know what I'm saying? So it builds that mad pressure on these like young guys to go and like, I gotta find this piece. I gotta and it's messy. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be honest though, if you're a guy and that's how you think you're a weakling,
no, but
you're
it's
a simp.
impressionable. When you're in high school, that's the most impressionable years of your life.
See, I can't take high school things seriously because they're kids. How are they talking about gal? I'm sorry, you're a kid.
You just didn't have a good high school experience. That's why you did. That's why
You
you
know
don't
what
know
I'm
about
saying?
girl.
You can't be taking gal seriously in high school, man. Please.
No,
go
not
on.
serious. Well, now we know it's not serious, but when you're in high school, you think
Really?
it's serious. Not serious, but
I know, but like, are people really doing the most for gal in high school?
yes. But if you get in the younger generations, copy the older generation.
Pathetic.
That's how life works. You look up to what the other people are doing, what the people
'Cause
older than you are doing. So if people
I'm
older
sorry,
than you are doing that, then you're
I feel like until you are in a place like in your 20s, you shouldn't be asking for anything like that because until then you're all under your parents. They buy everything for you. So basically, it's not even a thing of, oh, can you afford this? It's, can your parents afford this for me?
Yeah, true.
That's mad. Like, it's crazy.
Whenever I hear kids talk about money and that, I'm thinking, what are you? What
Innit?
could you
And
be
they're like,
talking
oh,
about?
oh, you know when kids diss your clothes? Because I'm clocking now. Because in high school, like, kids used to diss people's clothes and that. You can't diss no one. You didn't buy your own crepes, man.
This is my clothes now.
No, I'm saying back then, like in high school.
Oh, when you're in high school.
People are trying to diss. You can't say nothing.
facts.
I just clocked. You didn't pay for that. Because people don't actually own their own. Like, you didn't buy your own clothes. So people are good. If you have any young ones watching this, yeah, no one can chat shit to you. Yeah? They don't buy their clothes. Their parents do.
But that's why uniform is important.
You know what? I've always thought about it, you know, because I've always gone back and forth, but now I'm firmly on uniform is needed in high school.
100% needed.
Because I used to think, oh, like, it's not fair, like, you're stopping kids from expressing themselves because everyone has to wear a thing and if it's peak for them. But I realize if it's not uniform, it's going to be way worse. Bullying will be at all-time high.
Because bullying is already high.
Exactly. So imagine you're wearing your own clothes. A lot of man, like calf. I clocked the other day, I didn't have a brand new pair of branded trainers until college. Until like when I was about to start college.
That's wild.
Before then, any branded trainers I had, past hand-me-downs. Literally.
Yeah, you would have got bullied in my high school, boy.
See, I didn't get bullied in my high school, luckily, because obviously we wore school uniform. My school uniforms were shoes. Didn't matter if I was wearing it or not. I was wearing my shoes from Shoe Zone and them and like Windsors.
Shoes, no,
it was calm. See, back then it was calm to wear school shoes. But like when we did non-uniform day, I'd wear Cedar Wood Stay. If you know what that is, yeah, it's Primark.
Cedar Wood Stay. Oh, I ain't heard that in time.
I was wearing Primark crepes.
Yo, I
turn
heard
up
that
to
in
school.
time. Cedar Wood
And
Stay, you know.
I mean, I didn't really get. Surprisingly, I didn't get bullied for it. No one talked about my clothes. Can't lie. But the fact is, man, my school was in Moston. Thank you very much. Actually, no, Moston. It was in Blakely. Please, no,
They're all the same thing.
It's not. No, because every man had branded crepes and designer Armani jumper. Everyone will bring out their Armani Gucci belt, the little thing that they have. The fact is, like, I didn't have anything like that to college, so it's not deep, It's not actually not deep. But yeah, as far as uniforms, definitely needed because man would have been peak for man because a lot of man would just be wearing the deadest things, and then it's like, oh, okay.
Nah, trust.
But then in college, everyone's more mature because no one cares. I wore some questionable drip in college. No one cared because we're all mature now.
Slyly.
Oh, no.
You come presentable.
Yeah, no. It was still questionable. As in, like, my drip in college was just always hoodie, bomber. Hoodie, bomber. I always thought I could never go wrong with those.
Trackies, hella trackies.
Yeah.
Hella trackies.
I didn't mind wearing the same clothes. I mean, college taught me to not care.
College. That's crazy.
Like, in college, I realized no one cares if you wear the same clothes bare times. I'd wear the same bottoms all week. No one cares. No one really cares that much, man.
I can't even wear jeans to college. That's crazy. I actually wore jeans to college.
Yeah, I did as well. Now I think back, I would never do that. I'd just wear trackies. I'd wear shorts and stuff.
I would, if I could wear jeans for the rest of my life, I wouldn't wear jeans.
See, I hate jeans.
I would never wear jeans. Like, they're the most uncomfortable things ever. I hate
trash.
them. I hate them. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to wrap up.
Yeah, we need to wrap up.
The
It's
podcast.
been a very long one. My eyes are going. I'm dying. Pray for me, please. I'm dying. Also, quickly, see that Birmingham done that got started by four white thingy. Quickly, I'm gonna touch on that. Firstly, R.I.P. Dear John. I can't remember his last name. I think it's Reed. I can't remember, but I don't want to get it right.
R.I.P. man.
You see, have you seen the pictures of the people that killed him?
I think so.
Have you? I
I've
haven't.
seen it.
I've barely seen it.
I don't know. I can't.
Because I always feel like when it's a black person that does the killing, I see the picture a lot more everywhere.
I can't think of it in my head.
I've not seen it
Off the
yet,
top of my
but
head.
it's really sad and it's really fucked
They got
up.
caught, right?
I hope so. I'm not sure too
I'm
much.
trying to think. Did they even get caught?
Because last time I heard, I think so. I think they found them. Like I don't know if they've processed the charge or that stuff or convicted them or stuff. But I think they've been apprehended. But yeah, it's peak out there. Be careful out here because it's just mad. It's mad.
It's mad that this is still happening in 2021. This is Stephen Lawrence. 25 years later.
Yep.
Or
Literally.
25? It's
When I
much
saw-
more than 25.
No.
It was 99.
22,
21.
20. I'm 99.
Okay, 21, 22.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just peaking it, and it's mad that we still have to be watchful of things like that, and that can actually happen. Like you can't trust people. People can actually just come and kill you in daylight.
Yeah, I mean, we're saying England's all right. Is it?
It's not.
Is it?
Also, I saw the clip of those. You see the clip in the park of so bear man chasing one guy and just.
Oh yeah. That was wild.
That scares me, man. Why?
But that wasn't for the race, though.
No, I know, but I'm talking about racing. I'm talking about just killing, knife crime.
That's normal.
Man, it's not. See, don't do that. Don't do that.
No. I'm just saying that
I know it happens. But I'm saying it's really bad.
No, it
do you know?
definitely is really bad.
You like. I'm sure there's probably somebody that maybe knows people who do that, or maybe somebody who does that in watching this pod right now. Do you man not look at that and feel like I don't know what
to me
makes you do that and still be okay with it? Looking back and be like,
this is back to the first point that I made. Like, there's a point where like there's certain things that even if I got put in that situation, I would still never do that because there's something in my chest.
that knows better than this.
Something in my chest that just makes me think I shouldn't do that. Like
But these man don't have it.
That's past the line. But some man just I don't know. They just have that. They just have the ability, the mindset to just think.
Just allow it,
I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a bit crazy. Like
It's genuinely scary.
We treat these man, like what they do like it's normal.
But
like, we act like
they're serial killers, you know.
We act like somebody going out and stabbing 10 people is cool, almost in a way. Like, we actually act like it's actually almost a good thing.
A bad man.
I'm scoring points. I'm stabbing people. You know how crazy that is?
It's mad.
These men are terrorists.
You know,
these men are terrorists. You know.
You know how the world looks at Ted Bundy, people like that, like serial killers.
Ted Bundy.
Yeah, I said Ted Bundy. They're serial killers because they killed man, innit? They killed well, not man, women, blah, blah. These men are just serial killers as well. They're just serial killers. But we don't see them as psychotic killers no more. We just see them as, man from the ends. And no, they're serial killers.
If they're killing, yeah. If they're killing.
No, I know how they're killing. I'm sorry.
It's not a lot.
The way they stab, they're not stabbing to just stab. They're stabbing to kill.
No, that's what they're preaching.
So
in the
they are
songs.
killers.
They're preaching in the songs. They're stabbing to
Exactly.
kill.
So they are literally serial killers, and something's wrong with you to have to go through them kind of things.
It's a level of evil. It's a level of evil.
It's a crazy level of evil.
If I made a documentary about a Muslim guy who went and did the same thing in a group of white people, straight terrorist. They won't even put any other word on the headline. Just big letters,
Bro,
terrorist, and they'll put his face.
He don't need to be Muslim. Let him be brown. As long as he's brown.
Yeah,
if he's brown, it's terrorism.
Facts. Straight headline, terrorist, and they put his face in big.
Yep.
And they'll put his name, they'll
Yep.
put his family, the picture,
Everything.
they'll put his school, everything. But for some
If
reason...
it's white, troubled youth did this.
Yeah.
They'll take a nice picture of him looking nice with a diploma or something.
Trust. Angel.
In it?
Angel.
Yo, hey, this terrorist also went to school. He had a nice childhood.
But I think it's not even just like with white people, it's black people as well. Like we do it to ourselves.
We need to stop killing ourselves,
we treat
man.
these
It's mad.
man like they're
bad. Like they're
good
bad boys.
people.
Like, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We need to relax because end of the day, we're killing each other. And I'm not saying black on black violence is a thing because I think it's stupid.
It is. But it's just violence.
It's just violence.
Exactly,
That's what I
it's
mean.
violence.
Like, it's just violence in it. But I'm trying to say that it's influencing other black people because we're putting it into our music. We're putting it into our
Literally,
culture.
we're glorifying
you know
it.
what I'm saying? We're
And
glorifying it.
Man are always saying that, that's just my life. No, you can talk about your life without glorifying it. The man can be like, I like Bugsy. I feel like he talks about his life without glorifying his old ways. But a lot of men like to talk about it like it's still like they're still on it because they feel like
I'm doing more than you.
Yeah, because also it feels like it gives them street cred to be like, he's on. Like, quickly when Bando K and Double L's got the little altercation in Selfridges. People were like, so in comments are like, so they're back in what they talk. Why would we buy people proud to see them back in beef?
Especially when man is successful and you're happy to see a man revive.
Why do you want to throw it all away? For what? For the streets to say that you're bad? The streets won't pay you. It's dumb.
Paying you, That's real life. The streets
Man
are
will
not
literally
paying
let
you,
good stuff go for the streets because that's the thing. The hood mentality is keeping so many people hostage because they make out the hood, but they still want to be. They want the hood to think they're cool.
Fact is, they've not made it out of the hood.
No, clearly not.
Physically, they might have made it out of the hood, but mentally, they've not.
They haven't. That's the issue. The hood mentality has got a hold on you. Some of you, man, get rid of it, please. You do much better. Get rid of that kind of thing of I need to do things for the man them to think I'm bad, I'm cool, I'm still on. No, you don't have to be on beef no more. You are doing that to get you. Because if what they say is true, because they always say, I did this because I didn't have any other thing to do. Okay, now that you've done something that's getting you somewhere, why go back to it?
There?
If you're still there, it means you want to be there. You chose to be there. Do better. Because people are looking up to you, man, and thinking what you want to do is cool. And they're trying to do it, copy you, man. But it's not like that. It's not that thing.
You gotta see yourself as a role model. You gotta see yourself.
Unfortunately,
as
even if you don't like to,
as an example.
Exactly.
I know you didn't choose.
You didn't choose it, but it's part of the thing when you become a
When you blow,
exactly.
it's just part of it, and you can't really argue because if you don't want it, then don't blow.
Don't do it. Yeah.
Don't blow in it. But if you want to blow, you want to be successful in not even just music, football, whatever. You gotta be an example for other people.
Yeah.
You gotta let all that kind of that nonsense slide.
Allow it. We're grown.
And you can clearly see the man who have done that.
Yeah.
Because they always progress to a next level.
I love it.
Look at like Jay-Z. Look at
even
big
UK
rappers.
take gigs and that, man.
Yeah. Even that. Yeah, I'm saying like.
I like to see. I love to.
AJ
I
Tracy.
love when I see how grown. I'm like, yes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying.
Do well, do better, because it's not every day doing things and then going back to the hood trying to get hood points. Why?
You can see it a little stagnant with a lot of them artists where they're stuck in and out. Like Digga D. Digga D had a crazy year last year.
Yeah.
And even though he's been going in and out, he's still not reached that level that other artists have reached because he's not fully come out of
He's
it.
not come out of the system.
He's not fully come out of the system. But once he does, I mean, I'm not trying to put the future, but once he does, I feel like he could elevate to a completely new
crazy level,
like money-wise, everything-wise. But some man just can't.
I think it's character building. I think eventually they all do it because I feel like a lot of mine probably did this as well. Like Giggs probably did it when he was younger as well. Yeah, just the older you get, the more you know in it. But use the people that have come before you as an example, like people like Dizzy, because he made it and he was still doing nonsense, and then obviously he's in a better place now. Like Gigs, people that have gone through it and out, look at them and think, because you want their success, but you want to also please the man them. Nah, it's not that thing.
No, the man them don't pay you, man.
The man them don't pay you.
Yeah, trust me, the man them don't pay you.
But yeah, stay safe.
Anyway,
Are we done?
Yeah.
Alright, listen, we'll catch us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, every platform, Spotify, everything. Catch us on TikTok as well. Follow us on there. We're doing well in that place, yeah. And wait, let's quickly. We have a new thing coming up, a project coming up, because now we're gonna talk about it. I think we have a project coming up. Me, Mods, and Billy and Connor from the Next Slice podcast. We're doing a madness. Well, Billy, Connor, and Tom and Dan from the Next Slice podcast. We're doing just stay tuned in it. It's coming soon.
Baby, just leave me alone, cause I'm way too grown. Don't go on my phone. Get up off work, get a hit the roads. I'll do for her, I don't think she knows. On the run, life gets crazy. And right now, the let not phase me. 1K key, like Paige, got demons.